We've never committed any crime whatsoever. But I believe that jury have looked into the matter and believe that we have not committed any crime. That's why they're giving this judgment today. And as a member of All Progressive Congress, where our president is a Democrat, clear Democrat, we want to congratulate ourselves coming back to do our assignment as a party. And what party believe members, majority decide the day of politics, nothing more than that. You cannot just everybody out of your party. If you just people, you cannot be able to get it. What we are talking about parties is all about number. We want to thank the judiciary for giving this judgment today, and we'll stand by the judgment.
In a swift reaction, Mr. Tony Okocha has questioned the motive of the judge in delivering the judgment against him while insisting that he's still in charge and that he's appealing the judgment. Take a listen to Tony Okocha.
My party would challenge this judgment that will not even stand the test of time. Even a small child will have done it. The rule and what is strike there is intra-party matter. Court, remove your hand. What have they done? They have delved into intra-party matter to decide for the party who their chairman is. And I know that the party will say no to it. So what's my worry?
All right, you heard. That's on both sides of the divide. But we'll take a break, everyone. When we return, okay, all right, I'm now being joined by Mr. Emeka Beke, who has now been reinstated by the court today in a matter of the leadership of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Rivers State. Thank you so much, Prince Emeka Beke, for joining us tonight on the program. In a matter of the leadership.
Good evening. First, I'm not Mr. Emeka Beke, I'm a chief from the creative nationality, a very respected chief in that matter. My name is Chief Emeka Beke, the OKV1 of the entire Emoha Kingdom.
The OKV1, I mean, I would have loved to tell you what my chieftaincy title. In fact, some people say I have the blue blood. Now I'm royalty, where I come from. But because of the sake of the media, we don't use all of those titles. Sometimes we skip them. It's just for the sake of the job. All right, thank you so much, Chief. The OKV1. All right, did I get it right? All right. So you have the double title, though. So on the matter that brought you to the program tonight, how does it feel? Because this is a long drawn battle. I know you and your friends in the APC have been yearning, have been screaming through the roof and saying this is injustice. But how did you feel today after the judgment of court?
Well, first, let me thank the judiciary. You know, they say the last hope of a command is judiciary. I want to sincerely thank the judiciary for giving judgment today. We are duly elected by our delegates from the 319 wards to lead a few of this party. And today, we want to thank the judiciary for giving us back our mandate. And that's just what we're asking from. And I thank God the judiciary has been able to give us back our mandate today.
So there is something that is going on in the in Rivers State. Of course, a lot of people will believe that that's a state that is notorious politically speaking. One day, one drama with Rivers State, or one day, multiple dramas. On some days that you have your hands so full with the political development in Rivers State. But give us an understanding of what really led to this. How were you easily removed from office? How was your group easily uprooted from the affairs or the leadership of the APC in Rivers State?
Shehu, what a full question you just asked this evening. You know, when I watch people want to come out where they never showed, it gets me concerned about politics. This party, I was first the foundation secretary of this party, second time foundation secretary of the party, thirdly chairman of the party. By the grace of God, we've been able to make this party strong in Rivers State. And, you know, sometimes people just see an assumption. But I want to tell you clearly, I'm a member of APC. I'm a founding member of this party. And I still remember, till today, I still remain as the chairman of this party in this state. You know, sometimes people just go back, carry different sort of rumor and all that. First, if you err as a chairman of a party, you need to you need to face a panel. Opportunity was never given to me, and some certain people sitting in Abuja and just decide they want to remove me as my escort. That's tell you what happened. Nothing. There was no quarrel. And I want to say clearly, go to Arise TV. When I see people talk about you never work for the party, and after the election, I made a clear interview to the state and to Nigerians that APC is the strongest party in Rivers State. Anybody who wants to challenge that challenge, go to INEC and check. PDP never won election in Rivers State. But by wherever, I leave that for God.
When
APC
you say
is the party, not a party.
When you say that APC is the strongest party, in what ramifications? Because APC is not in charge at the end of affairs in the states, in the government house, and you look at the local government seats, largely occupied, except that now some of the local government chairmen have been eased out of office, not being controlled by the APC. You look at what happened in the presidential election. There was a whole lot of controversy, and the numbers that APC got in the presidential election. I mean, you coming out to say APC is the strongest party in Rivers State. There are those who might laugh at that assumption, don't you think?
Well, Shebu, you know, we live in this country. We don't live outside this country. Everybody knows what happened in the election in Rivers State. If you don't know it, probably you're not a journalist in this country. Everyone knows the drama that played out in Rivers State. But I can tell you clearly, it's not going to happen again. That's the end of it politically. End of it. Enough is enough in this state. Nobody believes this state belongs to him.
When you say enough is enough, it does look to you that, I mean, to me tonight, that you have a feeling that democracy is being subverted and there is some kind of...
Shegu, listen. If you don't know what happened in Rivers State, that you're not in this business, you're not a journalist. Everybody knows what happened in Rivers State. But we'll leave it to rest.
But I mean, you're speaking to us tonight. Let's assume some of our viewers are not in the picture of what happened. You look like someone that has been cheated. You sound like someone that feel that something has been taken away. What really happened? Why do you think your party is so changed?
Do you know how many people died in Rivers State? Do you know how many people was killed in Rivers State? To subchange what happened? Rivers State was sold out.
Sold out by who? For who? To who?
They sold it at whosoever sold it. They sold Rivers State out of the APC family. We have come back to take our mandate back.
So, Rotimi Amaechi is now the presumed leader of the party now, right? Is that the case?
Can you write history of APC in Nigeria without writing Rotimi Chibuike's name? I want to know. Anybody should tell you.
No,
Can you write the history of APC in Nigeria?
That was a question. No, it doesn't look like an answer.
You know,
I'm asking straight answer.
No, wait. He is the leader in the party in the state. In the state and in the South side, nobody has changed those narratives. Tell me who has changed it.
So I'm wondering how he was easily upstage, was easily swept aside in the politics of things, and how you hope to get yourself back into the limelight of APC politics.
Shegu, first, we're talking about what the court has done today. We talk about justice. Justice has come to say in Rivers State, when it concerns APC. Rotimi Chibuike, you cannot write history of Rivers State, Nigerian policy concerning APC without writing Rotimi Chibuike's name. Anybody who tells you the foundation of this party, Rotimi was not instrumental, the person is lying to this country. That's the truth. Let's not every day Rotimi is the leader of the party in the South. Tell me how many people who are contributing in this party in the South. And today you just want to crucify a man because you believe assumption. What assumption are we talking about? He's the leader of the party in the South. Anybody who wants to believe, well, that's the person's business. But victory has begun to the party in the state. We will do our function as a party in the state.
All right. So give me an understanding of perhaps a response to what Tony Okocha said today. He said, even a child will upturn that judgment. Are you worried that judgment might be upturned at appeal?
First, I don't need to argue with anybody when it comes to issue. Judiciary should take its own course. Not about me. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. Let judiciary take its own course. And that's where I stand. If, they asked us we should not be in the office, we stepped aside. And today, the judiciary asked us to stay back in the office. We're staying back in the office. And we're going to do a legitimate assignment as chairman and ESCO of the party.
So
we'll do a major assignment.
What is this? What is the status of things now? Do you control the House of Assembly in the state now? What do you have, politically speaking?
They are members of our party. The 25 lawmakers are members of APC. And whether I receive them or anybody receive them, will receive as members of our party. And I can tell you clearly, they are members of APC. We are going to invite them for the stakeholder meeting that's coming up on Thursday to attend the meeting. If they don't come, we'll take a disciplinary action concerning them. Nobody will stop me as chairman of the party. Clearly, I make it clearly.
But these are people loyal to former Governor Nyesom Wike.
Well, I don't want to talk about that because he's not a member of my party.
All right, give me a moment, Chief Beke. We'll take some commercials and when we return, we'll talk more about the development in Rivers State. We'll be back, everyone. We've been talking about the situation in Rivers State, especially the politics of the All Progressives Congress, APC, after today's judgment by the court, which reinstates Emeka Beke to remove Tony Okocha as the chairman of the party. Of course, Tony Okocha has been acting as the chairman of the caretaker committee of the party in the state. And the Ovioku one, Chief Emeka Beke, has been speaking with me on the program. You're going to pay for stressing me to pronounce your title. But anyways, there are those who believe that for peace to come into Rivers State, there must be some truce. There must be some peacemaking mechanism. Now that you have come back into the office, and it is assumed that a lot of the key players are within your party, are you able to be a midwife of a possible truce, politically speaking?
First, I'm going to get across to all the stakeholders of the party, those who have left the party, who are back to the party. We need to chat to everybody. The most important, we need to be part. Instead of the most important about a political party, you need to get the people to be with you. And that is my first assignment. I've been able to go across the 319 ward to campaign for the presidential election. And I'm going to go back to reach out to everybody. We need to come back to be the party to make this party strong. That is my first assignment. Like I said to you earlier, I'm going to have a stakeholder meeting on Thursday where I will invite the chairmen of the 23 ward and 319 ward chairman for a meeting on Thursday. Those who have left, who probably in one word or the other person, they've left the party, we're going to invite, no matter the court has given everybody to come back, we're going to invite everyone for the meeting. The most important work we need to do is to be the party to be strong, to make sure we fight for the election that's coming ahead of us.
So when I'm saying truce, and there is a particular, thing that I know, there is former Governor Nyesom Wike and Governor Fubara. There is a former Governor Wike and former Governor Rotimi Amechi. Which role are you going to play? Because your state, let's see you as a statesman if you want to play that role. What role are you able to play if these three men do not align, if they do not work together for the interest of the state? There's going to be political trouble, isn't it? Are you willing to play any role in the immediate between Rotimi Amechi and Nyesom Wike? Are you likely to be able to do it, or these forces are bigger than you?
Well, first, Rotimi is a member of APC and he never left the party. He's the leader of the party. I'm going to consult him in the decision I'm going to take in the party. Nyesom Wike is a member of PDP. Similarly, for the governor of that is a member of PDP. If they want to join our political party, the house is open for them to join the party. I'm not going to force anybody who's not a member of our party to come to our party. But if they are willing to join the party, the position of the chairman of the party is to receive everyone who is willing to join your political party. And my hands are wide open to receive all of them, anybody who wants to come to the party. But Amechi has never left APC. He has never said that I am leaving APC to another political party. Amechi still remains member of APC, still remains as a leader of the party in the South.
Are you willing to meet with the president and the national chairman of the party, Abdullah Ganduje? Are you doing that anytime soon?
Why not? Yes, I will do. My lawyers tomorrow. My lawyers are going to serve the legal advisor in the party. I'm going to hit to Abuja to see them to tell them that my mandate has been given to me, and I can tell you clearly, nobody can take my mandate away. I've told them clearly, you don't have to take my, because I was duly elected by the delegates from the 319 ward as chairman of the party. You can't take my mandate away. I worked for it. I campaigned to get my mandate. Nobody will take that from me. And what court has done today is to tell them like, you do not have right to take a mandate given to a chairman of the party by his people. And I'm going to meet my national chairman. I'll meet the South zonal chairman. I'm going to meet everybody, leaders of the party across the zone. Look, mandate has been given. We need to be the party to be strong. Right now, we need to make APC to be strong. You know what is happening in Nigeria. We need to make the party strong, please.
Are you going to meet the minister representing Rivers State in the President Tinubu cabinet?
First, he's not a member of APC. I've said it clearly. He's not a member of APC.
But your party runs the affairs of the nation. President Tinubu is the president and the candidate of your party at the election. And I assume that you worked for him, except if you say you did not work for him. So if that is the case, the person that has the name representing the tag, representing Rivers State in the cabinet, don't you think that the person also you need to work with the person for the interest of Rivers State? Is it possible?
Yes. The Honorable Minister for FCT, Marcelo Wike, is still a member of the PDP. What the president is doing a unity government in the country. I believe that the party in Rivers State, the governor, will do unity government in Rivers State.
That's what you want Governor Fubara to do.
Somebody who's not a member of my party. Yes, he has to be a unity government because the president is a unity government. He doesn't need to beat people. He has to think people who are in the APC. Give them a problem. I'm not worried about that. But I'm not going to meet anybody who is not a member of my party. That's anti-party activity.
The Ovioku one. I don't know of where. Where is your title linked to?
Emoha.
Oh, yeah, I've been there before.
Yes.
Yeah, but by the time you hear that I assume the throne of my forefathers, if you visit me, do you know what you do when you come to my palace? You have to prostrate. As much as you are a chief, title chief.
As Okovi, when you meet a man who speaks and ends there, nobody talks about it. When I come in there, I talk, and that's the end of it. I'm not going to prostrate to you.
All right, Chief Emeka Beke. That was just on the light tonight. Thank you so much, Inin. And I wish you the very best in the coming days. Thank you so much.
All the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.